and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of Review of Honor, where we are always breaking down everything that happens inside of a Ring of Honor ring. We are coming off a, pretty exciting final battle. We said final battle, but kind of set the roadmap of where we're going to be going in the future. And so that, kind of gets us interested in seeing what's going to happen. And this is our very first Ring of Honor episode 483, the first one after Final Battle. We're going to break everything down for you. And as always, with me is my co-host, the three-time baby-making champ, Ness. Tell the people how you're doing this evening.
I'm doing mighty fine, man. Just coming off of that final battle. That was a great show. And we're just going to keep the momentum going and just get into the next episode of Ring of Honor. And here we are on Review of Honor.
Exactly, guys. And as always, we ask you to hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe. We love to interact with you, and we love to share our thoughts, and we love to hear your thoughts in this crazy world of wrestling. And crazy is a good word to use because we see the return of Delirious. Delirious is back, ladies and gentlemen, and he is going to be in our main event up against Rhett Titus. But before we can get to that main event, we have to talk about Dalton Castle versus Brian Johnson. This is a pretty good match in a way. The storyline is basically, as we see from the videos, it's just that Dalton Castle is not a big fan of Brian Johnson, and Brian Johnson hates everybody. So it works. Like that's really all you need.
Yeah.
And this has some good pieces in it. Dalton Castle is a man who is reeling, it seems, after just stacking losses, and he needs a win. He made the kind of boneheaded move to leave commentary and try to get a match with Ray Horace. That backfired on him at Final Battle, but here he is trying to bounce back off of that loss, and after 10 minutes and 30 seconds, he is able to do that. Brian Johnson, unfortunately, seems to be in the position of the jobber that everybody loves to see get their face punched in. And, that is a spot like this. That is a spot that a company needs. Promotions need somebody to fill that spot. And in that regards, Brian Johnson does that job very well. He is very unlikable. And you always want to see somebody punch him in the face. And that's what Dalton Castle does. Well, he doesn't just punch him in the face. He nails a bangarang on him and puts him away with a pin. I thought that this was a pretty good match. I gave it about 2 stars, 2 2/4. I thought that maybe a part of me almost wanted Brian Johnson to win. Not just because I want to see Dalton Castle continue to spiral and see where that leads, but a part of me just wants to see Brian Johnson win just to hear him talk about himself winning. I thought that would just be incredible. But Ness, what were your thoughts on this match, sir?
Oh, man. So this whole thing started over Brian Johnson throwing a fucking drink in Dalton Castle's face. So with that being said, I feel where Dalton Castle's coming from. He's been disrespected. That's like the next worst thing you can do is like spit on somebody. The next thing you can do is just throw a drink on them. So, yeah, he had every right to be pissed. And Brian Johnson's just in the video packages. He's just running his mouth again. He's like a flower that just won't shut the fuck up. So
that's a great way to put it.
Yeah, that's pretty much what he is. He's just rambling. But yeah, the match was good. I give it 2 1/4. Yeah. Dalton Castle needed this win badly, man. Who knows where this would have went, and especially if he would have lost to the likes of Brian Johnson. Like, come on, this guy is, again, I don't think he's like that great in the ring. He is I definitely give him his props. He's definitely annoying as shit, but he's supposed to be. So I definitely got to give him his props for that. But yeah, I don't think Dalton Castle would have took it too well if he would have took that L against Brian Johnson. So good thing that he pulled that out. He pulled that one out, and like now he's getting some confidence back. After the match, him and Quinn McKay was talking about go getting a drink. He's like, yeah, let's go invite Brian Johnson. It was like, yeah, let's go invite the guy that I just beat that threw a drink in my face last week. So, you know, I like how they just played up on that. But I'm pretty sure Brian Johnson didn't accept that invitation to go get a drink.
Yeah, I can see that ending well for all parties involved. Probably Quinn McKay just running out of the room screaming because they just start brawling. But guys, after this, we have our normal kind of halftime segment. And this time, our halftime segment is a really, really good set of promo videos. Yeah. One by LSG, one by Kenny King. They're talking about their match that's going to be coming up December 24th for members of Honor Club, and it will be also on YouTube. Now, I got to say, really, really great promo videos. And we've said it before that Ring of Honor does really great work when it comes to their promo videos. What I liked about this was how they told the story of how they were going to beat each other. And LSG is coming off of that loss against Jay Lethal, but he has something to put to hang his hat on, and that is that in his mind, it was the decision that saved Jay Lethal. And if they had had 1 more minute, 2 more minutes, he would have been able to put Jay Lethal away. And guys, I think these promo videos, these two in particular, kind of show just how important someone like Jay Lethal is to Ring of Honor. Because these two guys are able to talk about how they're going to hurt each other through the lens of what they did to Jay Lethal. Because Kenny King says, oh, you went the distance against Jay Lethal and you lost. That's cute. I pinned Jay Lethal 2 out of 3 falls. I went 25 minutes with Jay Lethal, not 15, 25 minutes. And yeah, if I'm going to do that with Jay Lethal and you barely held on for 15 minutes and then lost, what do you think's going to happen to you? And that is always really important to a promotion, to have somebody that acts as a bedrock and an anchor and other people can use in their promos and in their segments to reference. And LSG, Kenny King play off of that really well. Just that ability to use that mentality between the two of them. I'm looking forward to the match now. I kind of want to see it because I'm like, yeah, no, LSG has a point. He almost beat Jay Lethal. And Kenny King also has a point, but Kenny King's arguments don't hold as much water because that was older Jay Lethal. That was back in the day almost. LSG's talking about almost beating Jay Lethal right now. So can LSG put Kenny King away? Are you looking forward to the match? What do you think about the promo videos?
I'm definitely looking forward to the match just because of the promo videos, to be completely honest. LSG saying how he went the distance with Jay Lethal, and he's just saying, look, Kenny, I think I'm smarter than you. I'm faster than you. Like, you're getting older. You're not as quick as you used to be. And then you have Kenny King's just like, look, I got more experience than you. I beat Jay Lethal. I didn't just go the distance. Like, I beat him 2 out of 3 times. Like, I feel as though I'm better. They're both just saying that they feel as though they're better, than the other person, but they have the conviction to like make themselves believe that they can beat the other person, which that's definitely great for the storyline. These video packages and these promos, I want to see the match based off of that. I have no idea which way it'll go. LSG on the lookout for a win, a big win, another big win in his career that he can hang his hat on, because beating someone of the caliber of King, a cornerstone of Ring of Honor, is going to be major for him. But also you have Kenny King, who's coming off of a couple losses. He lost to Shane Taylor, and he lost in the pure title tournament. And, he's in La Faction and Gobernable, where Roosh is the world champion, you know, Dragon Lee is the television champion. He doesn't have any gold around his waist. And he even says, like, he's coming off of 2 losses and he has to try to make to try to get these guys to believe that that's acceptable, and it's not acceptable because nobody wants to lose. So it's just whoever's losing will see where his head's at, and whoever is going to be able to come out on top on this. I definitely want to see, like I said, I definitely want to see this just based off of the promo videos alone. And both these guys are great athletes in the ring, so I can't wait to see them lock up in the ring.
Yeah. That is, guys, again, going to be on December 24th on YouTube. We will be covering that match during our next week's episode when we break down episode 484. But before we can get to that, we got to talk about our main event, and we kind of gave the spoiler away about who is involved in the main event. And we go from having really, really good promo videos to having really good promo videos that you have a hard time understanding. But that is par for the course with Delirious. And I don't know who – see, that's the thing. Like, Delirious speaks his own language, but is he then translating it, or is somebody else knows Delirious language and they're translating it? I just want to know how those words get on the screen. But the words on the screen tell the story. They tell the story of Delirious versus Rhett Titus and the history between the two of them and how far back it goes and how they started off as partners, started off as friends. Rhett Titus talks about it during his part of the promo videos and how it all shifted and how it all turned away. And we're going to see this match now. It is under pure title rules. So we do have the rope breaks. We do have the no closed fist. We do have potential judges coming into play, but luckily judges do not come into play this time because after 12 minutes and 24 seconds, Rhett Titus puts Delirious away and he picks up a big win, a strong win for the Foundation because this was Rhett Titus's first match after having joined the Foundation, and it was his first match after taking off the mask and saying that he is going to be fighting for himself. So I thought this was, I don't know, I liked the Dalton Bryan Johnson match a little bit more. So I gave this one about 2 stars. I don't know if it's just there's something about Delirious that I have a hard time getting into, or what the case may be, or maybe a part of it is to Rhett Titus's point, we don't really care that much about Rhett Titus, and this is the story of him making us care, and part of that is starting off with me giving him a 2-star rating and him saying, I'm better than that. I will show you. I will continue to show and prove. And that is maybe the story of what is going on with Rhett Titus. So, sir, what did you think about this match?
Yeah, I gave the match 2 1/4. It was better than what I was expecting out of these guys. I got to be completely honest. I definitely wasn't expecting anything, major to happen, but the fact that it was a pure rules match and these guys wrestled to the strengths of the pure rule stipulations, I enjoyed that aspect of the match a lot. Delirious, I like seeing Delirious under the pure rules matches because when he's just in a regular match, he's just all over the place. But the fact that he has to, actually use technical prowess and actually wrestle in the pure rules matches, it kind of grounds him a little bit more as far as his character, and he's not just doing a whole bunch of antics and just running around. Also with Rhett Titus, it was personal to him because they showed how Delirious bloodied him years ago. So he's like, look, and then they talked about him being 0-4 versus Delirious in singles matches. So again, like that's something that we've been talking about for as long as we've been, covering Ring of Honor, is like the stories and the backstories is going into these matches, how much personal issues and everything that's involved in the matches that make the stories that make the matches feel more important, far as 2 guys wrestling. Like, no, these guys have history. These guys known each other for years. One of them, like, bloodied the other one. So, and the other one hasn't gotten over it for as many years, that they've known each other and that they're still wrestling. So it definitely makes for good stories. And then they just went out there and put on a good match to follow the story. Now, my only gripe, and I like how they cleaned it up as well, that Rhett Titus won this match with a fucking dropkick. So yeah, I'm like, really? That's it? That's the end of the match? And then, Caprice Coleman says, well, it's like a hydraulic drop kick. Just try to stand behind a horse and see how you fare if you get kicked in the face. So I'm like, well, he's not a horse, but, I get what you're saying. If you get full force in the face, with 2 feet, I guess that regardless of it being wrestling, I guess that it would hurt. So,
I mean, that goes back to what I think last week Jim Ross was saying about, back in the day, a super kick, a DDT was a finisher.
Yeah.
And now people just kick out of it like it's nothing.
Right.
A drop kick could very well be a realistic finisher if it's protected in that way and it comes across in that way. So I guess I can see what Caprice is saying, but it's just this day and age, you're right. Like a drop kick's not going to cut it.
That ain't going to fly.
Okada would have so many more title reigns if he could just win with a drop kick. The guy throws one of the best drop kicks in the business.
Probably the best. And people love what he does. Like when he does it, it's a big thing. But
he does the jump and the clap, and he gets in the face. He would never have lost the title if people could get pinned with just a drop kick. Maybe he's got to talk to Rhett Titus and see what it is, the secret sauce that Rhett Titus has when it comes to the drop kick. But yeah, so what are your overall thoughts on the episode, and where do you think they're going to go?
This was a good episode. Probably not as energized that I was expected after a pay-per-view such as Final Battle, but it's the holidays, so I'm not really expecting them to go full throttle yet. We'll let this happen for the next week or so until now it's January. I already need you guys to turn back up 2021. Let's kick it into high gear, but it was all right. It wasn't nothing too crazy, but it was all right.
Yeah, I mean to do a little cross pollination, they better be on the lookout because Impact's hard to kill is right around the corner, so they're gonna have to start stepping it back up. But guys, thank you again for tuning in to another episode of Review of Honor. We do this for you guys because we love to share our opinions with all of the true heels. So yet again, we ask you, hit that like button, share, comment, subscribe, interact with us. We would love to discuss whether or not you think Rhett Titus's dropkick is way better than Okada's dropkick. It's not, but obviously it's not. But if you can give me a good argument, I'll at least hear you out, at the very least. But no, seriously, guys, we would love to hear you guys' comments. Share, comment, like, subscribe, all of that fun stuff. And Ness, tell the fine people where they can find you.
You guys can find me on Instagram at skinny__Kravitz. You can find me on Twitter at skinny_Kravitz. And you can also find me on the True Hill Heat YouTube channel. I am on all the roundtables most of the time. It's been a little hectic with the holiday season and working, but I plan to be back on there very soon.
Sir, I was watching the TLC roundtable. I didn't see it.
I know, man. I didn't even watch that yet. I'll probably watch it this weekend just because I want to see Randy Orton kill Bray Wyatt. Literally, that's what happened, apparently. So, but other than that, you can catch me on Joints and Jabronis and Blunt Impact with my Pot Heel tag team partner, Chris G. And you can also catch me on, obviously, Review of Honor with my man, StatKing, the man of 1,004 numbers. And we'll be here, and we're going strong into 2021.
Yes, sir, we are. And you can catch me, guys, in our Facebook group, the True Heels Facebook group, getting into arguments with people that I should probably not be getting into. And you can catch me, as always, covering almost everything that happens on Tuesdays with AEW Dark and NWA UWN on Dark power. Guys, thank you once again for watching. And until next time, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we'll see you later. Peace.